The Force is with you, young Skywalker. But you are not a Jedi yet.
Hey, what up YouTube fam, it's Dupree aka Darth Hater here with some fresh brand new Star Wars news for you. But before we get into it, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and also check out my last video because that greatly helps out the channel. So let's get into it. So we have some exciting news today. Lucasfilm is undergoing slight structural changes in its leadership. Dave Filoni, former head of animation who was promoted to executive creative director at Lucasfilm a few years ago, will assume the title of Chief Creative Officer at the company, he revealed to Vanity Fair. In the past, Filoni was brought on board projects once they were already in development, like the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, which he and John consulted on. Now he will be there from the very beginning. He went on to say, in this new role, it's opened up to basically everything that's going on. When we're planning the future of what we're doing now, we're involved at the inception phase. I'm not telling people what to do, but I do feel I'm trying to help them tell the best story that they want to tell. I need to be a help across the galaxy here, like a part of the Jedi Council almost. The announcement comes a month and a half after the end of Ahsoka on Disney+, the first live-action series he was the sole showrunner of. As Filoni explained, it was important for him before taking on a bigger role at the company to get his hands dirty in the day-to-day creative process of live-action development. After years in the animation division, the first step was to execute, produce, and direct a few episodes of The Mandalorian back in 2019. Aided by veteran Jon Favreau, with that experience behind him, he then took on the challenge of creating Ahsoka from scratch and was bringing it to life. Favreau was an executive producer there too, but from all accounts, it was Filoni's baby all along. Now he feels he has what it takes to guide filmmakers to achieve the best story they want to tell in a galaxy far, far away. He also said, to fully help filmmakers, it was really important for me to experience it firsthand. I can also lend a perspective on the challenges that these stories will present. I feel more capable of actually being helpful outside of just saying, well, Jedi are like this and Sith are like this. The Vanity Fair article also went out of his way to stress that everything that was announced at Star Wars Celebration this past April is still in the works, and Lucasfilm is fully intent to release their slate. That includes the live-action series The Acolyte and The Skeleton Crew, which are in post-production at the moment, but also the feature films from Sharmeen Obaidi-Chinoy and James Mangold, and yes, Dave Filoni. However, it's still unclear what Filoni's next step will be. The Season 2 renewal of Ahsoka is still not official according to the publication, though Lucasfilm intends to keep expanding the story of the character in whatever way possible, according to Rosario Dawson. Filoni was working on an outline for Season 2 earlier this year. Now that he has control over what story Star Wars is telling, does he have the power to greenlight it? It doesn't seem that far away, as there is another big change in the company. Carrie Beck, the veteran producer who worked hand in hand with Dave Filoni on Rebels and was the executive producer of Ahsoka, will also be having a brand new title. Beck is now head of development at Lucasfilm, which means she will originate and shepherd the next generation of Star Wars shows and movies. She will be in charge of recruiting storytellers for future Star Wars shows and movies before they go to Filoni to ask about what to do narratively. Kathleen Kennedy remains in leadership seat, though it does seem like she will have fewer responsibilities and will be delegating some of her previous duties to both Beck and Filoni. Wow, yeah, this is great news. Really, really great news. I know the fandom is kind of split half and half on this. Some fans don't want Filoni to be in charge of, or don't want him to have any creative responsibilities when it comes to the new slate of Star Wars. And other fans, myself included, want him to have more power there. Because honestly, from how I see it, this is the next best thing to having George Lucas himself behind the director seat and up like running the company. Dave was taught by George. George taught Dave everything he knows, story, the characters, the outline. It's George's words spoken through Dave, basically. And that's why I say I feel like Dave is the next best thing to having George himself. It's just a younger George, and this can only mean that we get a stronger, cohesive sense in the next few movies or TV shows we're gonna get. Honestly, I understand that Lucasfilm is trying to cater to different fans, from the older fans to the people who want more of a serious Star Wars to kids, but at the same time everything doesn't feel very conjoined. It feels very separate, with just everything just being different shows or movies with a Star Wars skin. But hopefully this going forward bring everything back in and kind of tie everything in back together, so to speak, with Filoni in charge. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about this news. Do you think the stories will get better with Dave Filoni as a creative director? Do you think this will change anything coming up? Specifically his own movie, oddly enough, gives him more creative output to kind of do what he wants to do with that. Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, if you guys like this video, please hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell to get notifications for all my latest videos. That would be great. Anyway, guys, take care. See you in the next one. May the force be with you. Bye.